What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Dre Presley, and welcome back to another video. Now, I have not made a life update video in so long, and today's the day. Life is full of lessons, surprises, and many stories to tell. So if you like to see what happens, keep on watching. So as you guys can see, I'm filming this video looking pretty crazy. I decided to film in my car because I do not want to wake up my roommate. I do talk pretty loud. Also, my hair is not done, but hey, we're just going to come as we are and make this video. So first things first, we're going to talk about my relationship status. So sadly, I am single. I know you guys are probably going to hop in the comments and start typing things like, "We told you so," and "I knew you were going to be single and you don't listen to anybody," and "I told you this months ago." Before you guys judge people, always just sit back and listen to what they have to say. So that is the purpose of this video. I'm going to be explaining everything from A to Z so that you guys can get a better understanding on what has happened with me and what has happened with my relationship. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is my breakup. So let's just start from the very beginning. So I met my boyfriend back in October. We met October 1st to be exact. And in the beginning, for the first 3 months, he seemed like the perfect guy. I know I say this in every video I make, but he seemed like the perfect guy. I remember our first date, he took me to these amazing places. He took me to 2 places. He took me to this really expensive taco shop, and he also took me roller skating. And I thought, like, wow, like, I haven't been on a date in so long, because usually with my relationships, I'm always doing like the whole long distance thing. And this has been the first time in like 3 years that I actually like had a real boyfriend that I can physically see, touch, hear, talk to, whatever. So like I said, guys, for the first 3 months, he seemed perfect. He was taking me on dates. He introduced me to all his friends. I used to talk to his parents on FaceTime. Everything seemed like peaches and cream for the first 3-4 months. Now, over the months, I started to notice he started to drastically change. And back in January, I just noticed like all those fun things that we used to do just came to a screeching halt. So the intimacy just dead stopped. The roses dead stopped. The dates just dead stopped. And I started to notice like this guy is changing. Like in the beginning, everything was beautiful. And then I started to notice like he didn't really want to do couple stuff anymore. He always wanted to like go out and drink. Mind you, he does have a drinking problem, and this developed over the course of the months. In the beginning, he wasn't doing all this drinking, but as the months went on, I started to notice he was acting so different. He didn't want to touch me anymore. He magically didn't want to kiss me anymore. He just didn't really want to be a boyfriend anymore. And I kind of like let it go. So then January came around, and I kind of asked him, what's going on with you? Why aren't you acting the same? And he would just say stuff like, "Oh, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm sleepy. I don't want to be intimate with you." He was like, "I don't have money for dates." Everything was just starting to become an excuse. And I kind of just got really fed up, and I was starting to feel really sad deep down, because I'm like, is it me? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not worthy enough? But I kind of just let it go. And February came around. Like I said, I threw him a huge birthday party. This is something I will never do again. I threw him a huge birthday party because I just wanted him to be happy. He used to tell me stuff like, I never really had a birthday party before, so I threw him a huge birthday party. It was beautiful. It was nice. And then my birthday came around, and this man barely got me anything for my birthday. He didn't get me a cake. He didn't buy me balloons. He got me a few things from Walmart, like hours later. He got me like a couple things from Walmart. He got me a blender. He got me a whiteboard. But these were all things I could have bought myself. But instead, I decided to say, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the token. And I just let it go. It bothered me. And a lot of my subscribers noticed it too. Like some of you guys, I will put a picture. A lot of you guys were like, "Oh my gosh, like, I can't believe he didn't throw you a party. I would have thrown you a party." So I was starting to notice like this guy just didn't really care about me anymore. And he was just kind of doing things just to like shut me up. So like I said, March passes, and now we're in April. So April is the month that I decided to leave him. So, like I said, I started to notice he would do these weird things. I started to notice that he always wanted to drink. He always wanted to show off in front of other people. I was just getting tired of these habits. Like I said, he wasn't touching me, wasn't kissing me barely, wasn't really taking me out. I decided to pull the plug on April 7th. That was the day that I decided to break up with him. And when we broke up, it was an ugly breakup. Like, he was pretty much like in shock, like, oh my gosh, why are you leaving me? He was like, I'm not changing on you. And I kept telling him, like, what man doesn't want to be intimate? What man suddenly just doesn't want to go on dates? What man suddenly doesn't want to be a boyfriend, essentially? And pretty much he was acting really weird, not giving me any answers. And then when we ended, he pretty much was saying all these narcissistic things like, well, I'm the prize anyway. Well, I'm this great man anyway. And it was just a disgusting ending. Like, the way that we ended was terrible. I definitely said some things that I regret. And I was pretty much just mad in the moment. I feel like he was doing things behind my back. This man had 2 phones. I just ignored a lot of red flags. And something that I wish I would have done is I wish I would have walked away sooner. But everything happens for a reason. And sometimes you just got to roll with the punches and just cry now and move past everything, work on yourself. And that's what I'm going to start doing. And also, one more thing, guys, I did find out that he was doing sneaky things behind my back. I did find out that he took a girl to Denver, and this is a girl that I always hang out with. He took her to Denver, and he said some sexual things to another girl that I found out about. So intuition was right. And I feel like God is a major reason why I decided to leave him. I feel like God really spoke to me and said, let me lead you. Stop looking for men. Let me lead you. Focus on yourself. I feel like that honestly came to me one day because I was just so wrapped up in, being around my boyfriend and being around his friends. And I was starting to lose sight of who I was. I never really hung out with any females. I was always hanging out with his friends, always doing stuff with him. I let red flags slide. Like, everything just started to get revealed in April. And that is pretty much how me and my boyfriend ended. That's pretty much how everything ended. I decided to pull the plug because I could no longer take the lies. I could no longer deal with the love bombing because he would say stuff like, you're going to be my wife and, we're going to get married and have kids and you're just this amazing girl. But yet this man is not really taking me out. He's not really making me feel special, beautiful. He's not intimate with me. He's acting sneaky. He's not letting me see his phone, just doing weird things. But like I said, God is good and we are single and free. Now let's talk about losing friends. So now we're going to talk about losing friends. So a quote that I've been seeing a lot is, God will remove people from your life for a reason. And I feel like that's been happening to me. God has been removing people left and right from my life. Because the thing is, like, when I first started dating my boyfriend, it's not that I cut everybody off. It's just that I was investing more time into his friends than my friends. I would still call my friends up, but I just wasn't doing girly stuff with them. Everything was all about me and my boyfriend. But the moral of the story is, ever since me and my boyfriend broke up, it's like everybody that I was cool with on his side just stopped talking to me. They would always take his side and be like, oh, my friend didn't cheat on you. I'm pretty sure my friend didn't do that. Just sticking up for him. Oh, he doesn't have a drinking problem. All his friends pretty much took his side. Now, there's a couple of his friends who were on my side and saying yeah, Presley, we tried to warn you about this guy. We knew this guy was nuts. We knew this guy was crazy. But I just feel like God will remove situations from your life for a reason, because I feel like this month has been just a whirlwind. I'm in a new company now. Nothing bad happened to me, but I'm in a new workplace. I've been losing friends, but best believe I just made 3 new friends yesterday, and I feel like they are so genuine. Now, I can't really call them friends just yet, but I'll just say acquaintances. But I just feel like God has been removing the bad apples, and he's probably going to replace them with new apples, fresh apples, apples that are not rotten and dark and wrong. And I just need to be around better people. I do not want to be around toxic, just toxic males, toxic females. Because I noticed, when I was friends with my boyfriend, a lot of his friends were very toxic. He was friends with a man who constantly cheats on his wife. literally cheats on his wife in plain sight. You know, one of his friends was dating a lower enlisted girl. You know, one of his friends, was drinking as well, was vaping as well, just doing all these crazy things. And in reality, you really need to pray for good people in your life. You cannot just walk into things blindly and think, oh my gosh, everybody's going to like me. Because not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to respect you. Because when me and my boyfriend broke up, it's like I just saw everybody's true colors just come out. Like, I was just like, wow, these are not my friends. But that's pretty much that when it comes to the losing of friends or the loss of friends. And now we're going to talk about work life. So when it comes to my work life, God works in very mysterious ways. Because now that me and my boyfriend are not together, I was starting to hate, walking through the barracks and seeing him with this new girl, because that's another thing. He is now with this new girl. I don't know if they're dating, but the girl that he took to Denver behind my back, they're suddenly, they're always together now. And God works in mysterious ways because I am no longer in that building. I am in a new barracks, a cleaner room, a bigger room. The barracks that I just left, those barracks were disgusting. There was rats, there was mold. God works in mysterious ways because all of a sudden I'm in a new environment. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have any of those old friends. I'm just in a new space. And I plan to really dive deep into my spirituality, into my faith. I am a Christian, so I do want to start going to church more. I need to find a church that's close to here. But when it comes to like work life, I'm in a new building now. I have a new sergeant. I have a new team. And I feel like everything is just happening for a reason. Like, I'm definitely going to miss my old coworkers, but I just have to pretty much roll with the punches and have, just have an open mindset. And I'm just ready for a change. I really want to start taking college classes. I know that I always say that, but I mean, deep down, I know that college really isn't for me, but I do want to get some type of degree when I'm ready. I don't want people to pressure me into going to college because I've already been to college. I know how expensive it is, but I definitely do want to start studying business, finance, or business entrepreneurship. I definitely want to do something business related because it's very intuitive and you can learn so much from learning about business, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. My hair looks so crazy. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is mental health. So when it comes to mental health, I'm actually going to a new therapist. I feel like it's good to go to like somebody new after a while and to kind of get different insight on different things. And my therapist right now is amazing. She is a lieutenant in the Army, so she's pretty experienced with working with soldiers. And I have been going to therapy. I feel like therapy is a big reason why people kind of spiral out of control. I'm not going to lie, there are days where I feel down and I feel, like nobody cares, but there are people who care. Like, I have to remind myself, you have to keep going. You have to keep striving for greatness. Even if it's just little things like taking yourself on dates or just spending time alone, you have to learn who you are. Nobody else can tell you who you are besides you. You have to pretty much understand who you are. And counseling, therapy has been a great reason why I'm so sane, why I'm still striving, why I'm still moving. God is also a big reason why I'm still here. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where I'd be. But that is pretty much the end of the video, guys. I did not want to make this too long. The key is you have to trust your intuition. You cannot lose sight of God when you're dating, because I feel like as I was dating him, I kind of like lost myself, not lost my faith, but I just wasn't as strong in my faith. And the moral of the story is, you have to really just put yourself first, and you can't get so wrapped up in a guy. Spend time with good, genuine people. People will always show you who they are in the end. So you have to just pray on things. Don't just hop into the pool with a blindfold. You have to just, pray, make the right decisions, and just take things slow. But I love you guys so much. That is just a quick little life update. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. I love you guys so much, and have a blessed day. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok at joy_Presley, and have an amazing one. Bye, guys.